Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we wish you a warm welcome to the Shantanand Auditorium of the Temple of Fine Arts. The Temple of Fine Arts and Akademi Seni Budaya dan Warisan Kebangsaan, otherwise popularly known as Aswara, proudly present their students in this production of Panchali Sabatham. Tonight's presentation of Panchali Sabatham was conceptualized by the famous dancer Srimati Jayalakshmi Ishwar. Swamiji, as we fondly call Swami Shantanand Saraswati, was very appreciative of her renditions and had brought her down to work with TFA Penang, along with the Bharatanatyam former teacher of TFA, Sri Nimal Raj. This work was collaborated with ICCR. The music composition was by the famous late Sri O.S. Sridhar. The production was staged in Penang and later in Perth. Presently, the production has been revived with new choreography and dramatization to match it with the male dancers of Aswara. Akademi Seni Budaya dan Warisan Kebangsaan, Malaysia, or Aswara, was established in 1994. In 2006, it was upgraded to a university status through the Parliamentary Act of 653. Providing programs from diploma to doctorate levels, it is the only university dedicated to performing and visual arts in the country. In 2011, the Faculty of Dance received a tremendous boost with the injection of funds from the Sime Darby Foundation that has enabled the full-time professional company to be established for its outstanding graduates and students. Aswara Dance Company now is a shining example of Malaysia's plurality through its repertoire and the ethnicity of company members. Sime Darby Foundation is sponsoring a project entitled Connecting Communities National Dance Tour, which involves teaching workshops and staging performances in towns across Malaysia as well as other programs. This is the first of its kind in Malaysia, and Aswara is very proud to be chosen as a project partner. Besides the Sime Darby Foundation, the performance of Panchali Sabatham is also supported by the National Department for Culture and Arts, the Creative Industries Fund, Kakiseni, and Aswara. Our performers tonight are the cream of the Aswara Dance Company and students of the dance faculty, and they're very proficient in the style of Bharatanatyam. Temple of Fine Arts, being the faculty for the Indian Classical Division of Aswara, takes immense pride in presenting this production and bringing Joseph Gonzalez, who is the Dean of the Dance Faculty of Aswara, had his intentions to expose his dancers to the histrionics of Abhinaya through a dance drama. Tonight, we are honored to have with us an orchestra of master musicians to fill our hearts with enchanting melodies, rhythms, and rhymes to create a sense of wholeness in this production. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sri Shankar Kandasamy. Choreographing, training, and guiding through each step of this production and ensuring that each and every character understand their role in detail. Sri Shankar Kandasamy on the Natwangam has great love for Bharatanatyam, and his talent was nurtured by His Holiness Swami Shantanand Saraswati and his parents through the years. Today, he is an established Bharatanatyam exponent both in the local and international circles. The choreography of tonight's production is an amalgamation of his skill and talent in creating and teaching. Captivating us with his melodious voice is Sri Nandakumar Unnikrishnan. Sri Nandakumar hails from Alappuzha in Kerala. He began his music lessons at a very young age under the tutelage of Sri Kalarkod Mahadevan. He started giving vocal performances from the age of 12. Later, he continued his studies under the guidance of Sri Narayanan Nambudiri, and now Sri Nandakumar sings for most of the senior classical dancers from all over the globe. Currently, Sri Nandakumar continues his vocal training under the tutelage of Sri Rajkumar Bharati. He has also had the privilege of undergoing musical training in Pune under the great sitar maestro Ustad Usman Khan. On the violin, we have Srimati Kanagamani Vijayendra. Kanagamani Akka, as we fondly call her, learnt violin under the distinguished and legendary Padma Bhushan Sri G. Lal Gudi Jayaraman. She has since performed on RTM, Singapore TV and radio, and took part in the Navratri programs organized by Sangeeta Abhivritti Sabha. In 1991, she joined the Temple of Fine Arts at the insistence of His Holiness Swami Shantanand Saraswati, and since then composed for dance and music productions, among which are Krishnarpanam and Shivan Pamale. She is currently the senior violin teacher at the Temple of Fine Arts. What is dance without music, and what is music without rhythm? At the rhythmic pulse tonight is Sri V.R. Chandrasekhar. Disciple of Vidwan T.S. Mani. He is a B high grade artist of All India Radio Bangalore. He has been traveling all around the world accompanying great artists and recently has been awarded the International Aryabhatta Award to add to many others that he has received. At the tabla, we have Kumaran Rajangam, a senior disciple of Sri Prakash Kandasamy. Hailing from Kulim, Sri Kumaran Rajangam has been part of the Temple of Fine Arts productions and also tutors at TFA Penang. At the flute tonight, we have Sri Jairam. Disciple of Vidwan Manikant and Vidwan A.V. Prakash, Jairam is a sought-after flautist in the field of classical music and dance. He is graded artist in All India Radio Bangalore and has composed many compositions for Bharatanatyam dance. He was honored by Prasiddha Foundation and Saraswati Vidya Mandir, recognizing his contributions towards the field of dance and music. Sukanya Venugopal. A theatre personality of Malaysia and very much a part of Temple of Fine Arts. She has worked with us in many of our past productions and has co-directed Panchali Sabatham. Panchali Sabatham, or the vow of Panchali. Panchali is one of the most unique of the myriad mythological characters of India. But who is Panchali? She is someone who was born of Yajna, through which great mythological saints could fashion out a life. She was formed for one reason, the destruction of Kauravas. The Mahabharata is the story of two groups of cousins, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. One of the reasons for this great battle to take place in all its venom was this episode of Panchali Sabatham. Dear friends, join me now as we venture into this episode and to introduce the protagonists and antagonists and all the characters. Let me call upon the Tamil laureate, Mahakavi Chinnaswamy Subramanya Bharatiyar, and let the play unfold.
கற்பக விநாயக கடவுளே போற்றி, கற்பக விநாயக கடவுளே போற்றி, சிற்பர மோன தேவன் வாழ்க, வாரணமுகத்தான் வளர்த்தால் வெல்க, ஆரணமுகத்தான் அருள் பதம் வெல்க, கடைப்பு குறையவன் மன்னவன் நாயகி, அச்சம் தீரும் அமுதம் விளையும் வித்தை வளரும் வேள்வியோங்கும் அமர தன்மையும் மெய்தவும் இங்கு நம்பெறலம் இத்துணர்வீரே, கற்பக விநாயக கடவுளே போற்றி, சிற்பர மோன தேவன் வாழ்க, விநாயக கற்பக விநாயக
We recount in Tamil this majestic song, the tale of that rare child of penance whose name shall stand on earth as long as earth exists, the flower, the beloved of the 5 brothers, whose heart is strong and adamant. She is Draupadi, known as Panchali, the daughter of His Royal Highness, the King of Panchala. Dear friends, welcome to tonight's play. Subramanyam is my name, and Mahakavi Bharati is the title conferred upon me by the Raja of Ettayapuram for my excellent poetic talents, thirst for freedom, love of language, national integration, equality, racial indiscrimination, women's rights, and all inspired topics I wrote about. In my various works, I have always challenged and motivated women to fight for their rights. One of these many works is Panchali Sabatham, the vow of Panchali. Panchali Sabatham is an isolated episode in the Mahabharata, which is pivotal for the great war of the Kurus. My tale, dear friends, begins with an introduction to the opulence of Hastinapura, the Kaurava kingdom, and evil Prince Duryodhana's royal court. This self-centered lord is filled with envy of his 5 cousins, the Pandava princes, Yudhishtra, Bhima, Arjuna, and the twins, Nakula and Sahadeva, who reign over the neighboring Indraprastha. Duryodhana has everything, yet feels a pauper because the Pandavas live and thrive gloriously, enjoying the love and respect of one and all. Draupadi, or better known as Panchali, the common queen and consort, of the Pandavas is also a source of Duryodhana's jealousy and anger, for she laughed at his discomfiture in the Pandava court once long ago. Duryodhana then seeks the guidance of his maternal uncle Shakuni, who then proposes that since the Pandavas' prowess in war could not be vanquished, a foul, deceitful game of dice should be played. Shakuni himself being a mastermind of deceit in this game. Dhritarashtra, the blind king of the Kauravas, is blackmailed by Duryodhana into inviting the Pandava princess to the Kuru court. Giving in to Duryodhana's coercion, he invites the Pandava princess. In the ensuing game of dice, Yudhishtra loses everything, including himself and his brothers. Alas, Yudhishthira succumbs to Shakuni's evil suggestion, plays Draupadi, and loses. Vidura, the uncle of both the Kauravas and Pandavas, is asked by Duryodhana to summon Draupadi to the Kuru court. Vidura, angered by this request, warns Duryodhana that the Pandavas will surely avenge this cruel deed and predicts the great war and the downfall of the Kauravas. Angered Duryodhana instead then sends a charioteer to summon Draupadi to the royal court. Draupadi, enraged by this request, demands to know if she was waged by Yudhishthira before he had lost himself or after he had become a slave of the Kauravas. She then sends the charioteer away. Upon hearing that Draupadi refuses to comply with his summons, he then dismisses the charioteer and sends for Dushashana, his brother, an illiterate ruffian, to summon Draupadi forcibly to the royal court. Deaf to her varied pleadings, he drags Draupadi all the way to the royal court by pulling her hair. Draupadi weeps, appeals and protests to the learned among the elders to speak out, as they should know the law of nature and humanity. Bhishma, the grand uncle of both cousins, informs Draupadi that the laws of the land do not favor her and that he is in no position to help her. Upon hearing Bhishma's explanation, Karna, the bosom friend of Duryodhana, then orders the humiliating act of disrobing Draupadi, as she is now a slave. The villainous Dushashana then attempts to disrobe Draupadi. In utter helplessness, she calls out with total faith and surrender to Lord Krishna. And lo and behold, the miracle of a continuous flow of saris came streaming down to cover and protect Draupadi. Enraged by this devious act, Bhima vows to kill Duryodhana by smashing his thighs and Dushashana by ripping apart his shoulders. Arjuna then vows to kill Karna in battle. Finally, Draupadi then vows on the divine mother Parashakti that she will leave her hair loosened until she smears it with the blood of Duryodhana and Dushashana. Our story unfolds with Draupadi being informed of Yudhishthira's loss in the Kuru court.
Panida, Sanida Pada, Nida Pagapa, Dapaga Saga, Sagapa, Gapada, Padanida, Tito, Nam Jamga Panida, Sanida Pada, Nida Pagapa, Dapaga Saga, Sagapa, Gapada, Padanida, Tito, Nam Jamga Panida, Sanida Pada, Nida Pagapa, Dapaga Saga. Panida